So the guys from Deity has sent us a very exciting product, and this is the Deity Pocket Wireless, which I'm actually wearing it on my shirt collar right now, and the receiver is actually on our camera right over there. But what's even more exciting over here is that I've got the Pocket Wireless mobile kit, which comprises of a smartphone tripod and the sharp smartphone clamp that allows you to mount the wireless pocket onto it, and an extra LED lighting, as you can see on the box right over here, if you actually want to. So let's check out what's inside the package and talk about my thoughts about this wireless microphone. Deity microphones are available for purchase at Good Deals by KLGG. So make sure you check them out at our e-store and enjoy 0% installment with your debit and credit card with Atomi or IOU Pay. Now this is a really nice fabric hard case that Deity has provided out of the box, and I'm so glad that it's so compact that I can fit it into my bags without feeling the weight, or even put it into my jeans pocket if I want to. Now let's check out what's inside the box. Alright, so this is what you get with the mobile kit of the Pocket Wireless. So of course you get the transceiver and the receiver inside the box, and this empty spot over here is the mobile clamp, which I've already mounted it onto the tripod here, and you have a slew of cables right over here. So like I mentioned, the Pocket Wireless already has a built-in microphone, but then if you prefer to use a lav mic for a more focused audio, there you go, you have it inside the box as well, which I will do a sound test later for you guys to hear how the lav mic sounds. All right, so on top of that, you also get some extra cables here. Now this is a USB-C to USB-C cable. Now the receiver of the Deity Pocket Wireless uses a USB-C connection, and this is a really nice thing because most smartphones these days do not have a 3.5mm headphone jack, so your USB-C to USB-C connector is pretty useful in this case. But of course, if you would like to use the Pocket Wireless on a DSLR or mirrorless camera, you do of course get a USB-C to 3.5mm cable right over here, which I've already attached to my Lightning to 3.5mm connector here because I'm using it with my iPhone. And finally, you get a standard USB-C to USB-A charging cable, and finally a USB-C to a converter adapter right over here if you want to connect to your PC. Now what's interesting about the Pocket Wireless here, I'm just going to take out the transceiver and the receiver now to show you guys. Now if you look at the transmitter here, it's actually pretty simple. There's no monitor or whatever to show you any status, but you get LED lights instead. So on top over here, you do of course get the built-in microphone, which I've actually had a windscreen right over here right now, and you do also get a 3.5mm jack for a lav mic. And on the left side of the transmitter here, you get a pairing button, and that's pretty much about it. To turn on, you just simply have to flip the switch at the bottom of the transmitter here, and it simply turns on with two green LEDs over here, right? And you do get another USB-C connector here, and that is for charging only. Next is the receiver here. All right, so here you get a 1-inch OLED screen, which actually looks pretty good. And if you're familiar with Deity microphones, they like this blue color LED. By all means, it actually looks pretty nice and looks pretty professional as well. Top here, you do get a charging and connection port right over here. This is where you connect your USB-C to C or USB-C to 3.5mm cable right over here, or charging. And on the left side, you get a pairing button and a decibel button, which is for the microphone gain if you actually want to do that. Now, one thing that Deity has made this product really interesting here is that it supports the Deity Connect system. Now, this is one thing really good if you intend to upgrade to other Deity wireless mics in the future, because they all support the same system, which means you don't need to throw this away if you want to use it together with other Deity wireless microphones, which I think is a really great feature, and I think it's something that other microphone companies should really support. Now this little screen right over here shows some really useful information about the Pocket Wireless, and that includes the mic gain levels, the transmitter signal strength, the receiver and transmitter battery levels, and finally the recording volume. Now note that I'm actually speaking really close to the internal microphone of the Pocket Wireless right now, and it doesn't exit these two dotted lines right over here. This is actually Deity's gut real analog limiter, which actually helps if you're recording voice in a very noisy environment and you need to speak really, really loud. So all you record is actually clean and non-distorted audio on the Pocket Wireless, which is a really, really neat feature. Now, even though I like the size and weight of the Pocket Wireless, one thing I think Deity could have done better is to include a headphone jack on the receiver here. Because let's face it, if you're using it on a smartphone, for instance, there's really no way that you can monitor how the audio quality is like, whether is there interference or not. And on certain mirrorless cameras, they don't have a headphone jack, so you can't really monitor audio if you're using the Pocket Wireless, and that is something that I think videographers would like to know, or even if you are your own videographer, you might need to take note of that if you want to get the Pocket Wireless. Now, in terms of wireless technology, this transmits audio via the 2.4 GHz bandwidth. Now, this is a pretty wide bandwidth. In fact, Deity claims that it can go up to 175 feet of distance if you actually do that. But note that if you're thinking to use this in events, this is going to be a frequency that will cause a lot of interference. So if you're in an event hall, for example, with a lot of people using different types of microphones with 2.4 GHz frequencies, you're definitely going to face a lot of interruptions, breakouts when you record using the Pocket Wireless. So that's one thing you will also need to watch out as well. And now, since you guys have already heard how the internal microphone of the Pocket Wireless sound like, let me plug in the left mic of the Pocket Wireless and let you guys hear how great the sound quality is. And of course, we are going to do the usual distance test of these microphones because Deity claims that it can go up to 175 feet. So let's do it right now. Alright, so I'm now standing 8 feet away from the camera, and this is how the sound quality from the Pocket Wireless sound like. And I'm using the left mic as well. And I'm just going to move back. So this is how it's going to be. I'm just going to move back a bit, and now we're about 15 feet away from the camera already. I'm just going to walk even further back, like probably to about 20 feet. And there you go. Can you guys still hear the audio? If you can, do leave me a comment down below. Yeah, my videographer is actually giving me a signal that I think the audio is actually breaking up right now. All right, so yeah, this is how far the Deity Pocket Wireless can actually be. I'm actually 40 feet away from the camera already, so this is how the range really is. We are not getting a lot of interference right here. There's no other cameras around, but definitely there's some wireless signals going around. But yep, there you have it. This is the sound quality of the left mic of the Deity Pocket Wireless and how far it can really go. So overall, I'm very satisfied with the performance of the Deity Pocket Wireless in terms of both the sound quality and the wireless transmission. Now, this thing will cost you $169 US. I'm not sure what is the price in Malaysia over here, but if we were to do a direct conversion, that would be about 700 ringgit. But do expect prices to be about 749 or 799 ringgit here in Malaysia. And it will of course be available on our e-store Good Deals by KLGG at a later date, which we also leave that info down in the description below if you're interested in getting one. So yeah, that's pretty much for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming right up at KLGadgetTV. Subscribe to us and be sure to follow us on the usual social media places. I'm Warren and I will see you in our next video.